And we are back at Seven Islands State Birding Park. So there's the main barn coming in, and we're beginning our trek on the Egg Outer Loop. It's only like a mile long, but like loops around towards where the island is. Better be able to walk and everything before it starts to rain. From a distance, almost looked like a snake. Almost half disappointed. This trail's not terrible. It does have a pretty steady incline. So again, if you don't like walking uphill, would not recommend this trail. Even with all the hardship of walking up the hill, there is a beautiful sight, I promise, at the end of it. These made tracks remind me of the time we used to have the race cart. When we used to live in Iowa, we'd have a little race cart, race it all around. Kind of has a similar look. After that, at least 0.3 miles of incline, you get a beautiful view. Well, when it's not cloudy, you can kind of see the Smoky Mountains back there. Pretty smoky, that's why it's hard to see them almost. And remember, don't get Smoky Mountains smoky in your eyes. Got ourselves here a dead one of those really pretty beetles. Such a shame. Some of these gorgeous trees are starting to get their leaves back for spring. Heard an interesting thing in a cool tree audiobook, The Hidden Life of Trees. Very cool book. And it was saying about how there are some trees that are smart enough that they don't start like growing leaves and everything until there's at least 13 hours of sunlight in a day. So even when there's like fluke warm days in like the winterish time, they don't prematurely start growing or whatever. Really cool. Here we go. Better view of the Smoky Mountains. Ooh. This trail just keeps going for probably another 0.6 miles. It's pretty flat, a little bit up and down, but pretty flat. But you'll see at the end it's a pretty big drop. And soon, from like coming the left side, there's a smaller trail. It's called the Inner Loop Circle, which is really short. It's literally just connected to this one, but it'll connect here shortly. This is another one of those pretty quiet trails as well. Not a lot of people necessarily come and hike them, so you'll sometimes see deer up here or run around, and sometimes they'll just jump and cross in front of you in the trail. And also obviously hear all the birds and squirrels, and I even saw a beaver around here. I mean, near like a water source, but it's kind of pretty cool. Now this part of the trail, a little bit of a gradual decline. Like I said, it kind of goes up and down a bit. And you have little like outlooks and stuff. Little trails, we can just check it out. Very pretty views around here. I like how they put all like the wood along the rail trail and stuff. We can get ourselves a beautiful view of the river from here. And maybe see the bridge and everything. You can see across too the cool church, the steeple. You can just sit here and rest for a minute. Oh, what a beautiful view. Wow, some of the trees are really beginning to flower. Those purple flowers. We haven't been here in spring yet. My husband and I just moved down here to Tennessee, this general area, in November. So we pretty much got here after all the leaves have fallen and the trees are not all flowered like this. We got to see the winter. Marvelous. I mean, it's better than Pennsylvania's winter, so very thankful for that. But yeah, it's nice to start seeing the flowers and the greenery again. Whoa, check out this tree's wiggles on it, bark. Looks so crazy. It's almost like birthmarks on it. So, wow, crazy. Still along the same path. Got all these really pretty, kind of pinkish purplish whitish, honestly, mix of all that. More like purplish white, I guess. Flowers along this path. And here comes the drop-off. Doo. That's another kind of, I think that connects back to the inner loop somewhere. There was another connecting back there as well, but that's just another spot you can connect. So, yeah. But yeah, a little bit of a decline here. Be careful. Don't twist an ankle. It would not be fun to get one twisted right here. Ooh, guys, I just spotted a black racer. I think it's a black racer. Snake. Don't want to get too close, but gotta check out the slither. Ooh, look at that thing go. As you can see, we have some pretty big trees here. Pretty big. We have 2 male cardinals. Alright, finished all that downhill and we survived. Ankles aren't twisted or broken or anything. Alright, and then this is the same path right here. You can go all the way here. That way leads back to the main concrete path where you can go to the bridge or go back to the parking lot. This way just keeps leading a bit about around here, and yeah, we'll continue our loop. You have a nice little body of water. Sometimes you can hear the bullfrogs or even hear them jump in and stuff. Always loved frogs. I used to collect them as a kid. Probably wasn't the best idea because when you grab them, they like to pee on you for self-defense. Yeah. Keep a sharp eye to see a bullfrog. Bad news, didn't see any frogs. Good news, saw a cutesy little buggy. Look at it go. Oh. You can cut through this way to get to the bridge or continue. Like I said, we don't take shortcuts. Wonder what little creature lives in there. And here is Seven Islands State Birding Park's famous cave. I'm kidding, it's just a little rock formation making a little cave. Not even recognized as a big feature of this park. There's a lot of other things. Cute little squirrel. Now this is the bridge we'll take to go back over to the island, but we'll see this really cool outlook to the river first. And this is another very beautiful outlook to the river. You could probably do that if you're a mountain goat. Climb that mountain. But yeah, we'll stick to life and choose the path. But anyways, yeah, that's the island across, and then this is like kind of almost a mini island, more like a peninsula, because it's still connected to one side of this main part. All right, we'll head back. Continue on this path here, crossing the little creek. Uh-oh, looks like you got yourself in a twist. Look at that crane in the water. One of us fishing. And now we are going to go on the bridge over to the island. Beautiful river on that side. Beautiful river on this side. Now we are going to start taking the Island Loop Trail. It's about a mile long. Goes all around this island. So you're pretty much always around the river, obviously. So, yeah. You have nice little outlooks that can go all along this trail, so very nice. Who else ever thought these kind of look like big snouts? Nice and smooth, like a baby's bottom on some of these trails. Here's a little deviation from the trail. Again, just to show you a nice, beautiful river view. River over there, there, pretty much everywhere. No wonder they call it an island. There looks like something I would have made for shelter. I would not survive on my own in the wilderness. The river's very low on this side. Towards the end of the loop, you have a nice picnic table. You could be by the river and everything. How nice. Now remember, don't be a meadow stomper. As we cross the bridge, we get back to the main concrete trail. That's the parking lot. This trail, probably only 0.7 miles from the bridge back to like where you're parked and everything. Definitely more of a busy trail. You definitely get a lot of people. Sometimes, especially like weekends and stuff, it's crazy here. 50 or more people walking on this trail at like the same time. You usually see that mountain full of deers, but I think it's kind of warm and everything for them to be out right now. I've seen it at least sometimes that there'll be like 40 deer out there. It's crazy. Back to the front again. We got 2 more trails. We have the out and back trail, like a mile, 2 miles when you come back. Pretty sunny. The rain is holding off. Pretty much not a whole crazy lot on that trail, but yeah, we're back and we're gonna continue on our last little trail of this park. We're gonna do some hopscotch on our last trail. Haven't done this for a while. Kidding. Just did this like last time I was at this park. Can never grow up too fast, right? This one definitely has a little more incline again, but some parts are a little more docile. Almost looks like a finger pointing up to heaven. That does not like the kind of back break that I ever want to have. The stairs that are leading to fairyland. Got ourselves some turkeys. Some other beautiful views. Why people go all the incline way up here. This is the view. I would definitely hike another couple miles for this view. There's the boat dock down there. And again, into the Smokies. All is downhill from here. As we get to the end of this trail and all the trails that we've done to the end of the park, they have a cool like place where I guess that's probably where they do some of their like events, and they do some homeschool events, which is really cool. Hopefully one day I'll be able to homeschool my future kids. But yeah, pretty cool park. And that concludes our tour of all the trails of Seven Islands Birding Park. Very nice park to be at, and I always love coming, and it's kind of like almost my daily place to walk. Still explore some others, but if you like this video, comment what your favorite like trail or maybe moment that you saw when I went around. Alright, bye guys.